Hello and welcome to lesson 3 of week 15. In this lesson, we are going to look at regular expressions in Python. My name is Mildred. When we say regular expression, we just mean sequence of characters that we use to form a search pattern. And in Python, we have a module called written RE, like this. And so we import re. So this module holds a lot of methods that we can actually use to search for occurrence of strings or to get a match from a search. Let's say we have the word is equal to the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, and we want to search for the occurrence of the word fox in this. And so I'm going to say x is equal to re.search, and what I want to search here is I want to search for the occurrence of fox. So let's just make it basic in this string word, and then I want to say if x, I want to print match, else I want to print not match. When I run this, I will have match printed because we have the word fox. Well, let's say I use the word frog. It's going to be not matched because we do not have any word frog here in Python. We have several methods. We have the find all method that returns a list containing all the matches. So let's say we want to use find all instead of search, and what we want to find is so it's going to return a list containing all the match. So instead of printing match and not match here, I'm going to comment this out, and then I'm going to print x. There's something I want to illustrate when you try to print out the match. The match object is something different that gives you things like the span, that's the start and the end of the match strings. It gives you the string itself that it was passed into the function, and then it also gives you part of the string where the match was found. So I'll print x, I'll run, and then we get a list containing there. Because we have this, we're only going to get the first occurrence of the word. Now all of these are case sensitive, so if I put uppercase letter, or let me put this as lowercase letter here, then we're going to get two matches printed in the list as two there in the list returned. So take note that a search are case sensitive, and so there with uppercase and lowercase are different, and when you use the find all method, it returns a list containing all of the match, or it just returns an empty list. In a situation where we use search, then we're going to be returning the match objects that will contain the span, the string, and the group that it contains. But in this case, we get a list of all of the matches. We have another method called the splits. I want you to try that, where it splits the string at the first occurrence. And so when we use split like this, it's going to split this at the first occurrence of the word there. And so once I say print x, let's clear and run, and then we'll see what it prints out. So it splits the string at the first occurrence there, and we have quick brown fox jumps over, and then it splits again, and then lazy dog. So because we are splitting the string on the word there, it splits starting from the first occurrence, and then it keeps those parts that are split out empty. We have another method called the sub method, sub, and this, let's say we want to replace something with something, so we use sub and we want to replace the word there with, let's say, a, like this. Save, clear, and run, and then we're going to have a quick brown fox just over a lazy dog. We've replaced it. If we want to control the number of replacements, we can use the count parameter, that is like just add 1, and I want it to be saying a quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So I'll clear and run, and you see now that I use the count parameter, it only replaces one occurrence because I say 1. So if there are several occurrences, you can use the count parameter by specifying a number at the end to see the extent of replacement that you want on it. Now this is basic form of using the method from the re module for regular expressions. We have things like meta characters, and there are characters with special meaning in Python. If we have the square bracket, it has a different meaning. So let's say, for instance, we want to look for all of the letters between A to J, for instance. I can say re.findAll, and what I want to find here is a pattern, and I'm going to put that in a pair of quotes. I'll put my square bracket, and I'm looking for everything that contains A to the letter J, and I want this from the word. So we're going to be finding the pattern, everything from A to J in the word the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, and at the end we want to print X. When I save this and I clear and run, I'll have that printed, all of the characters from A to J printed, and we're not going to have Z and all this from lazy because we controlled what we want to return. We wanted things from A to J. Now there are several meta characters that we can use. Let's say we want to get something that starts with something. For instance, I want to get anything that starts with fox, for instance. What I'll do here is to, in a pair of quotes, I'll use a caret sign like this, and then I'll put the word, like maybe starts with fox or something, a caret sign, the word. Now because we say starts with, it doesn't start with the word fox, it starts with the word the. So let's use the, and then going to return it because that sentence starts with the word the. So let me clear, and now we're going to return that because the is found there. So it returns the found string. So until you play around with this to see what it returns, what you're supposed to be printing out, the method you use along with the meta characters. There's several meta characters. We're not going to go into details of all of them. If you want to use ends with, you use the $ instead of the caret sign for end with, and you can form a longer search pattern that has both start with and end with different signs and symbols. We also have special sequences that you use the \b\s to return match where string contains a white space character. If we want to look for white space character, we want to use \s like this, and it wants to return all the white space character that we have. You use \s. If you want where it does not contain a white space character, you use uppercase S. Then we use W to return a match where the string contains any word characters, and when it doesn't contain any word characters, we use uppercase W. So I want you to research the special sequences and the meta characters that we use to form search patterns in Python. I don't want to do that for you because I want you to use this as an opportunity to go in detail about the different patterns and how you can form search patterns to match anything. So you can decide that you have a text and you want to form a pattern that it matches. If it's not that pattern, especially in your input field, if a user puts a particular input and you want to search if it doesn't contain a particular sequence, you don't want it that way. So things like that. So this is all about regular expression. You have an idea, you have to read further about it, and this is where we end this lesson. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.